What are the items you need to start making wig making? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Marame's here. My name is Ngazika Ifa Marame, and welcome to my channel. And today we are diving into something beautiful, into a wonderful topic that you all have been wanting to know. How does this thing actually happen? And the topic is wig making. If you have ever been to a place where they are selling wig and you're imagining how is this wig being made, don't worry. In this video, I'll be showing you the necessary tools you need to start making your own wig from the comfort of your home. Sharing it with you in this video. By the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you the necessary tools you need to start making wig even as a beginner. Yes, so stay to the end of this video to know those necessary tools or basic tools you need to start making wigs for yourself, or you want to start making wigs for your future clients. So before I show you the necessary tools you need for making a great wig for yourself or for your future clients, let's talk about why wig making is a great skill. Just like I said, wig making is a great skill, especially three important reasons why I say wig making is a great skill. The first reason is it saves you money. So wig making is a great skill because it saves you money. Instead of you to buy already made wigs in the market, which are very expensive, you can decide to buy a hair bundle from a wholesaler or a retailer that sells at a very affordable price and make that wig by yourself and save yourself thousands or millions of money if you create those wigs by yourself. The second reason why wig making is a great skill is it can turn to become a good business opportunity for you or anyone that wants to venture into it. Why I say so? After acquiring the basic skill of wig making, you can start making wigs for yourself. You can start making wigs for people that also loves it and wants it at an affordable price. And before you know it, you can even decide to turn that your wig making skill into a side hustle or a full-time job by quitting your job you're doing or the business you're doing you don't like and venture into wig making. Is a very profitable business you can venture into as a beginner or someone who is looking for something to start. The third reason why wig making is a great skill is that it gives you creative wisdom. So of course, whenever you want to create wig, you can decide on what to use on the wig. You can decide to use the closure, you can decide to use the frontal. Basic tools and materials you need to start making wigs is this. Don't worry, I'm going to be showing in this video the basic tools. And the first tool you need is the mannequin head. This is what the mannequin head looks like. There are different types of mannequin head you can use to start making wigs, but this is the basic one you should start with as a beginner. And note that the mannequin head comes in three different sizes. Yes, size 21.1, size 22, and size 23. So this is the size 21.5. So the mannequin head, we have the mannequin head, we have the canvas head. But for a beginner, start with the mannequin head, the one with hat hairs. You need the mannequin head. It's the mannequin head that you use to wear your wig cap and start wigging on it. And the next material you need is your zoom cap. There are different types of cap. This is the zoom cap, the mesh type, the mesh zoom cap. They have the zoom cap which is plain black and that one is more elastic than this one. We have the net, we have net. But for a start with the zoom cap or the mesh cap. And it's on this zoom cap, and it's on this zoom cap you're going to show your hair bundle or your packet hair on. It's on this zoom cap that you so that will act as a layer or the foundation for you to start creating your wig. And the next thing you need is you need thread for sewing. You can't make a wig without sewing. Even though you're using a sewing machine to sew, you also need a thread. And the next thing you need is you need needle. This is the type of needle, the big needle. You need needle to start sewing. You need tipping. It's on the needle that you're going to put your thread to start sewing. You need tippings. You need tippings to use to hold down your doom cap on the so it's going to be steady. The tippings help the cap to be steady. to be steady. So you need pins to make your cap to be steady. And the next thing you need is your hair bundle, be it your packet hair or your human hair. And let me tell you, when it comes to choosing hair as a beginner, always go for blend hair or human hair. Go for quality hair that can last. So you won't spend hours making it, only to make the wig and you're only wearing it for once. It won't make sense. So you need the hair that you want to use to start making with. You need scissors for cutting of closure, for cutting of hair after sewing, for cutting of thread. You need a scissors for doing those cutting when you're weaving, when you're making wig. And the next thing you need is your comb. This is the comb you use to comb back your hair bundles after you finish wigging it or before you weave. But it's mostly after you finish wigging. So the original style of the hair can come out before you know whether you're going to stretch this hair or you're not going to stretch it. You need this comb. Or there are different types of comb depending on the kind of hair you're working with. But this is the most commonly used one. But there are other types of combs depending on the you have the autopus comb, you have um the open mouth comb. There are different types of comb you can use when you want to, but this is the one you can start with if you want to start making with. And the next thing you need all these, you need pins, you need pins. And the next thing you need chalk. You use the chalk to mark out the lines where you want to sew it. If you want to sew with lines, you understand, you know the spacing, the 1 inch spacing you're going to use when you're making your wig. You need the chalk or marker. So if you want to make wig and you want to start as an advanced wig maker, there are also other tools you need. You need your hair stretcher, you need your hot comb, you need your blow dryer, you need your hair oil. You also need to have those elastic bands, but those ones are advanced. This thing. You also need a sewing machine, a wig sewing machine, butterfly or singer machine. These are some of the tools you also need. And also when you're making your wig, you need, but it starts with the measure ones, which is the ones I showed you in the beginning of this video. These are the measure of basic tools you need to start making wig for yourself at home or for your clients as a beginner before advancing to those expensive tools. Closures and frontals are also very important as a wig maker, and there are ways in which the way you install a closure is different from the way you install a frontal. So they are different. You also need these closures and frontal to get a natural hairline on your wig or to make your hair look natural as if it's a human hair. So you need closures, you also need frontals as a beginner or as an advanced person when it comes to wig making. Now let's quickly talk about money. A lot of people are thinking that they need a fortune, they need thousands of money, they need millions to be able to start making it. No, as a beginner, there are basic things you need to start making it that won't cost you a fortune, that will cost you all your investment. There are basic things you need, and I'll be listing them here. First of all, you need a manicure, you need a tinker, you need needle, you need scissors, and you need the hair you want to work with. And you also need T-pins to hold down the cap. These are the basic things you can get with less than 50,000 naira to start making it before you advance to other expensive tools you need to start making it. There are some common mistakes beginners make when it comes to wig making, and there are three major mistakes they make. The first mistake most beginner wig makers make is they tend to buy cheap hairs that will spoil after second wear or then wearing it 2 times or 3 times. So if you want to buy any hair that you want to wear, I advise you go for good blend hairs or go for human hairs. Good blend hair, they are affordable good blend hair you can get for 15,000 naira. There's affordable good blend hair you can use to make a wig that can last for you or for your instead of buying a synthetic wig that's not going to last for you that you just wear once and voila, okay Lord, the wig is gone. And the second mistake most wig makers make is they don't practice. If you want to learn wig making, you need to be practicing every day your sewing patterns. There are different sewing patterns, but the one you want to work with, always make sure you try to wig every day until you master the skill. It's a skill that needs to be mastered. So when you master it, by the time The way you're going to sew your wig is not going to fit on your client's head. How are you going to do in that situation? So it's best you always practice every day. Even graphic designers, they practice every day. Left alone, you that's a good maker that sews with your hand on your machine. You need to practice it very well. So those lines you're working with, you sew it perfectly well. It's going to fit well on your client's head. So you need to practice daily as a wig maker. And the third mistake beginner and wig makers make is them using the wrong cap to make a wig. There are different types of wig caps. Yes. There will be a cap you use, it will be too loose for your client's sake. There will be a particular cap you're going to use, like the zoom cap, it will fit any kind of head size. Yes. There will be some caps that is very small that won't size some. You need to know that every client has different head size. That is why it's advisable to always ask your client for the circumference of their head. When you know the circumference of their head, you can use any kind of cap. So it's advisable, the best cap to use that will save you stress after creating a wig. You don't have to start creating it back, is to use a zoom cap for a start. It's the best cap you can use for a start. And also another thing, you need to also always ask your client for the circumference of their head. Then you use the chart to do other things like the front to nav, the hairline, ear to ear, top to top. You understand? So these are the three mistakes most beginner wig makers do. The common mistakes they do that I said I should share with you, so you're not going to make that mistake whenever you start creating your wig for your client or for yourself. That's it. That is the basic tools you need to start making wigs for yourself. You don't need expensive tools. As a beginner, the tools I listed in this video are the basic tools you need to start creating a wig from your home or from anywhere. Then with time, as you advance, you can start advancing to other more expensive tools to start creating wigs for yourself or for your loved ones. Just start with the basic tools, and with consistent practice, you'll become better. And if you found this video helpful, click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel so you will know when next I post this kind of video on my channel. Like videos relating to hair, check on my channel. You see a lot of videos, you will learn one or two things and replicate it for yourself. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.